First off, did you know that you have 52 bones in your feet combined? And I think that's like a little bit crazy because I didn't even know that, and I'm doing my speech on feet, so just kind of fun. Feet are definitely important workers for our bodies, and there must be something that protects them, right? Obviously, we have shoes. Shoes have been generated since 3,500 BC. I personally have about 15 pairs, around 15 to 10 pairs, just because I work out a lot and I'm more of an athlete. So I have a lot of athletic shoes in that area. Today I'm going to talk about why athletic shoes are healthier than flat-footed shoes. Now before everyone starts yelling at me because I have flat-footed shoes on right now, is because I just got off a plane like an hour ago and I had to put on some shoes like right away so I could come over here so I can tell you. First I'll talk about when the athletic shoe started to really take place and the history behind Nike and its enormous company. Second, we will be understanding why scientifically why athletic shoes for the most part are better for your feet. Then third, we will seek to understand what flat-footed shoes have to offer us. First, let's discuss the history of the athletic shoe and Nike and the science and the health for the athletic shoes. The first ever running shoe was created in 1920 by Adolf Dassler. The reason for this is because there were runners that didn't like how flat-footed shoes were when they ran, jumped, or sprinted during the Olympics and athletic competitions. So they created the running shoe. Flat-footed shoes were not healthy with the arch of the back and the balance of the foot. The Nike Athletic Shoe Company was founded on January 25th, 1964 in Eugene, Oregon. The founders of the company were Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman. The reason for the inventing of the company is because both of them were athletes and hated how the regular shoe felt when they did athletic things. So they came up with an idea that could help the problem, and now we have the big company known as Nike. Now the science behind the first shoe invented by Nike has progressed dramatically. The science behind flat-footed runners and the problems it shows that it is best for flat-footed runners to find the right shoe and the size for you specifically. The optimal shoe for you largely depends on your gait cycle, range of motion, and your individual foot, among other factors. But there are a couple of features to look for in a running shoe that may help make your low arches feel more supported and more comfortable, and a couple of shoes that have been known to work for flat-footed runners. According to Anatomy Health, Healthy Feet, Injuries, and Problems, posted on April 17, 2018, written by The Good Boy, states that some runners born with flat-footed feet and other runners have known as collapsed arches, which are flat because of the muscles' weaknesses. Runners with flat feet tend to overpronate, which is when the arches of the foot roll inward after landing. There are quite a bit of problems with having flat feet. Some symptoms with flat feet shoes are your feet tend to tire way faster than athletic feet. And you tend to have pain within your arches and heels, and the bottom of your feet tend to swell way faster. Your foot movement or standing on the balls of your feet become more difficult. Your spine and legs start to grow crazy amount of pain as well. An article titled "The Truth About Arch Support," published on May 14, 2019, written by an unknown author, states, if you already have athletic feet, there are also causes and symptoms that can occur, such as diabetes, obesity, aging, and pregnancy. Pregnancy is probably the most common one because you have to take on the growth of the baby and then just, so I'm not a lady, I wouldn't understand. As we looked through the negatives towards having the flat-foot shoes that are obviously positives toward having the athletic shoes and molded feet. According to an article titled "The Benefits of Running," which is a paper written by Elizabeth McLeod Sadler of Bandler University, published on January 15, 2017, the midsole is the area between the ball and the heel of the foot, and the foot cushioning provided by running shoes can reduce some of the stress placed on the heel, ankles, and the toes during a run. This makes the activity more comfortable and safer. Appropriate cushioning can also help alternative and prevent knee, hip, and back pain, as it improves body mechanics. And according to the American College of Sports Medicine, written by an unknown author, published on October 17, 2017, suggests that runners with flat feet consult a physical therapist or exercise psychologist for recommendations of the best running shoe for them. An article written by Melinda Rodney Waterfall and Arches states that the flat-footed runners may experience the greatest benefit from the arch stability found in most running shoes. Even those with high arches can benefit from the right kind of support. Those who use the right type of running shoe may experience greater athletic improvement than those who do not. Now, of course, there are injuries to come with adjusting the feet of the flat-footed people. Although the running shoe fits to people with good arches and can help prevent injury. Shoes can help prevent certain types of injury. According to Do You Really Need Custom Insoles, published on January 17, 2018, the midsole cushioning and the arch support described above can prevent oversea injuries such as tendonitis, stretch fractures, and joint pain. Of course, though, there are shoes that can prevent injury, like the Nike Free Runners 5.0, which help against flat feet and bad arches. Today, we discuss a little bit about the history of one of the biggest running shoe companies and history behind the athletic running shoe, the science on the running shoe and the flat-footed shoes, and the health behind it. Also, the injuries, preventions, and it as well. To answer the question, are athletic shoes healthier for your feet? Or for flat-footed shoes as well? Obviously, the answer is going to be yes, because based on science and information, it shows that it helps us have a maintained balanced lifestyle, and it helps us keep more of like a balanced life, and it helps us like not have a lot of back pain, injury pain, just like a lot of knee pain. The feet are definitely very important factors on our day-to-day basis lifestyle, and we shouldn't put them through the pain that we put them through as wearing flat-footed shoes all the time. Now, it's not a bad idea to wear flat-footed shoes like maybe 2 times a week, but like all the time will definitely like cause some pain. But more of a molded foot can help us keep a balanced health through our day-to-day basis.